Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Good Molecules Gentle Retinol Cream, which contains 0.1% of retinol, a bit of bakuchi oil and some great hydrating ingredients to support the overall formulation. This is a very lightweight anti-aging cream that's fast absorbing and suitable for all skin types. Retinol and bakuchi oil are our anti-aging ingredients, which should help us to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, smoothen textured skin, regulating oiliness, and fading hyperpigmentation like dark spots after breakouts. And it should be used ideally in your evening skincare routine. And as it is such a gentle retinol formulation, you shouldn't have many troubles using it daily already in the first place. Of course, if sensitivity occurs, reduce it to every other day. Give your skin more time to adjust to it before using it daily again. When using it in your evening skincare routine, you can use it on its own or along with other skincare products. But when doing so, just keep in mind that I do not recommend using it along with other exfoliating acid products, as it can increase the risk of experiencing dryness and sensitivity. It may not be such a big issue with such a gentle retinol cream, but overall with retinol, and depending on the strength of it as well as your skin tolerance, those issues can become real and very uncomfortable. Now I'm talking about highly acidic exfoliating acid cleansers. It's best to use them at different times. Your exfoliating acid cleanser in the morning, your retinol with non-exfoliating acid cleanser in the evening. There you have it. For exfoliating acid mask, both should be used in the evening, so whenever you're planning on using the mask, do not use your retinol cream in that evening, but you're fine to use it on other evenings when not working with the mask. For your leave-on exfoliating acid products, well, both should be used in the evening, so it's best to alternate between them, that you're making sure that you get most out of both treatments but not overdoing it where your skin can come across sensitivity. Of course, the overall frequency depends on your skin tolerance. And lastly, please do not use your retinol cream along other retinol, retinal, guanactive retinoid or retinoid products in general. Just pick one of them that works for your skin the best, and then there you have it. Now that you know the conflicts, I want to head into the example skincare routines, which I have prepared for you all in a PowerPoint. For the morning skincare routine, which you can see right here on the top, you can see the example routine below, the order of application, but please remember to always pick the treatments accordingly to your skin type and skin concerns, and your sunscreen is your last step in the morning if you have sun exposure to protect the skin. Below you can see the entire example routine in action, in the sense of how you can recreate it at home, keeping the main focus towards Good Molecules products. And below you have the overall general guide of how you would use them and how much you would use of them. For the evening skincare routine, this is where we are going to include our retinol cream. Now it can be used immediately after your cleansing step, but of course, if you want to include a toner, specific serum, and maybe a moisturizer afterwards, well then this would be the overall order of application that you then can recreate at home. When it comes to the cleansing step, you may need to adjust it to an oil or balm cleanser, or maybe want to do a double cleanse if you're trying to remove stubborn sunscreen and or makeup. And remember, in the evening, there's no sunscreen needed. Now that you know the example skincare routines and the order of application, I want to emphasize that in my PowerPoint, which you can find in the description box down below, you will also find the product description part, which lists all the products that I have emphasized in my example skincare routines, with a little description next to it for whom it is suitable and what they are supposed to offer, so that you can pick the right products for your needs. You will find a general skincare tips guide on how you can properly wash your face, how to avoid peeling, and some layering tips in general, and a sunscreen guide. Remember, it is all in the PowerPoint in the description box down below, which you can click on and then even save it to your device if you're trying to recreate the routine. Now I want to recreate my example evening skincare routine, keeping the main focus towards the cleansing step, the application of the retinol cream and moisturizer. The other steps are optional, which aren't now my focus. For the cleansing step, there are several points that I need to emphasize, such as, for example, to use a non-exfoliating acid cleanser. Choose a cleanser that's suitable for your skin type. This can be a bar soap, your regular liquid cleanser in a tube, or in a pump bottle, or an oil or balm cleanser. And remember to read on the back of the packaging on how you should use your cleanser, apply to dry or wet skin. When working with water, I suggest using lukewarm water to warm water. Avoid cold or too hot water, otherwise it may dry out the skin. And remember to use a washcloth in between to properly remove your cleanser, sunscreen and or makeup. So let's get into the demonstration. Now I'm going to massage it all over my face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then rinsing it off using lukewarm water to warm water. Now taking my soft and clean washcloth to remove any last traces of any excess cleanser, sunscreen and or makeup that you may have missed, especially along the hairline or around the eyes. Then rinse again. And now it is really important to take a clean towel and gently pat all over to remove the excess water from the skin surface. This way you're making sure that when now following with next treatments afterwards, that they are not going to dilute with the water drops that are on the skin surface, that they can properly absorb into the skin, do not cause skincare pilling and do not cause any sensitivity, which may happen in a worst case scenario. After your cleansing step and you want to include the optional steps in between, like an hydrating, non-exfoliating acid toner or serum, well, now would be the time to include them. So next up could be your favorite hydrating toner. Apply to the skin, leave it on the skin, give it a moment, about 30 seconds to a minute in between, to fully absorb into the skin before moving on to the next step, which may be your favorite serum that you want to include. Apply to the skin, leave it on the skin. Again, remember, let it fully absorb into the skin for about 30 seconds to a minute before then heading into your retinol cream. And now I'm going to take the retinol cream and show you the application. It is a very gentle retinol cream. Nonetheless, I recommend using about a pea to a bean size amount for your entire face and neck. So use a pea size amount for your face, a bean size amount if you want to include your neck. Do not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. Do not apply it on top of your eyelids nor on top of your lip. But you should be fine to use it on the eye contour because it's a low concentration of retinol, which you can find often in retinol eye creams. Therefore, this shouldn't be an issue. Of course, if sensitivity should occur, leave out that specific area. So about that much. Rub your fingertips together and apply it evenly and thinly all over, making sure that you can cover every area. And once you have applied it evenly all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. If this is going to be your last step, you're going to leave it as it is, and then there you have it. If you now want to include a moisturizer afterwards, wait about 1 to 2 minutes in between so that the retinol cream can properly absorb into the skin to make sure that the moisturizer is going to layer properly on top. When using a moisturizer, I have an example right here, the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors. If you have a different one, replace it. As long as it works well for you, go ahead and include that one. Then use about a pea to a bean size amount. Not so much of a pea to a bean size amount, but you should get the idea. That one comes out quite stiff. But then you make sure to use enough product to apply it evenly all over your face and neck, or just on the areas where you will come across dryness. That's fine as well. You can customize it. Once you have applied your moisturizer all over, well then this is going to be the last step in your evening skincare routine, and then there you have it. Remember, retinol can make the skin sensitive to the sun, and it is important to wear sunscreen throughout the day if you have sun exposure. If you do not have any sun exposure, or in the evening in general, there's no sunscreen needed, but it is important, especially if you're trying to target those aging concerns. You want to make sure that the retinol cream has time to work, that you can properly protect the skin during the day. Otherwise, you may already damage it again with the UV rays, which can then lead again into an increase of deeper fine lines and wrinkles, sun damaged skin, uneven skin tone, dark patches. You get the idea. Sunscreen is important during the day. And this is what I wanted to share with you on how you can use Good Molecules Gentle Retinol Cream. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did so, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more educational content. And hopefully I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.